Hi everyone, welcome to Explore the Microcosmos. On our last episode, episode 2, this was our Guess What image. Did you guess what this was? It is, oh my god, drum roll, it was the claws of a tardigrade, aka water bear. I hope you got that one. In episode 3, we're having a look at a 100 million year old piece of amber fossil. Now, this is Burmese amber dating back to the late Cretaceous period, and approximately 100 million years old. If you haven't seen what the raw amber looks like, this is what the unrefined or unpolished amber looks like. So here we are. Boy, oh boy, did I have to do a lot of techniques to get any usable video from this sample. The sample is so thick, it is very it's like a piece of, it's like a jewel, and so lots of curvature to it, lots of thickness, very, very difficult. But I did all kinds of different techniques, but we ended up with primarily reflected light. And what we're seeing here, this is a very teeny tiny cockroach, 100 million year old cockroach. And notice that we see, look at, first of all, everything in the amber looks wet. It looks like, I don't know, it looks like a prepared slide that you just made last week. I mean, the detail is amazing. Even, keep in mind, this is a big chunk of amber under a microscope. The fact that I got any usable images or video footage just astounded me. And wait till you see some of the things in this. There's like a little mini ecosystem in this I don't know, half of an inch long piece of Burmese amber. But have a look at this. This is plant debris, I believe. And don't those look like snails or seashells? I think seashells. And we'll take a closer look. We'll zoom in to 100 times. It'll be pretty darn blurry, but still. I was reading that in a lot of this, when the sap dripped onto, it was dripping onto the shoreline on the beaches, and so yes, you could get crustaceans and seashells and things like that, aquatic life trapped in the amber. It's amazing. There's a little air bubble, and there they were. I couldn't believe when I saw that. So some of this stuff I have no idea what it is. I want to say this is probably fecal matter from the cockroach. It could be an egg. I don't know. Look, is that a water bubble? This is an anhydro sample, so there is actual, preserved water with air bubbles in this sample. Amazing, just amazing. I don't know what this is. It does look like plant debris. Maybe not. Leave a comment if you know it, and correct me all you want. I am not exactly a world-renowned expert on these things. I'm just a nerdy guy who loves to explore the microcosmos and share what he finds. So this is I'm assuming is this a water beetle? I think so. It's amazing that in 100 million years, insects still have a tendency to look very similar, if not exactly the same. So also in this sample we have, I think there's a few winged insects. There's a wasp. Now keep in mind, these are extremely tiny. You have to squint with a magnifying glass to see them in the sample. So under a microscope, I couldn't believe it. Like, look at this. This is a piece of plant debris with a little air bubble trapped beside it. And I don't know. I mean, it's just beautiful. Here's the edge of the amber sample. I mean, guys, we're looking through amber that's 100 million years old. I acquired this sample. I did hours of research, and then when I finally found reputable vendors to purchase from, You have to be careful. Make sure that you're getting real fossilized amber. This was a piece of look at all these bubbles, air bubbles. That was a piece of plant that was so thick you couldn't really get a feel for it. But be sure you order from a reputable vendor, and yeah, and then you have to go through thousands of samples to find ones that have material trapped inside. Some of them don't have any material, maybe just air bubbles, but to find material inside that's interesting. And then I had to find samples that were thin enough that I thought might work for microscopy for the channel. But guys, I am so happy. I have no idea what I'm looking at here. I think those might be eggs around this wasp, but I'm not sure. Maybe just air bubbles with debris. I don't know. It's fascinating either way. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time.